Welcome back, everyone. Today we're talking about the gear I took with me on the C&O Canal Path and the Great Allegheny Passage. Okay, everyone, talking about the gear I took with me on the 335-mile ride from Washington, D.C. to Pittsburgh. We actually ended up riding 360 miles. This is just a quick overview of the gear I took with me. This is a 2020 Specialized Epic Hardtail with some extra parts on there, and a Sun Dynamo hub up to a sine wave light for some charging capabilities out on the trail. This is a full Revelate design setup from the 16-liter spine lock in the back, the frame bag, 2 feed bags up front, and just the Revelate Designs harness. We'll just start up front here. And I have the Nemo Dagger 2-person tent, and that's it, just secured on there. I just put it in a bag if rain threatened, but we actually had really great weather the whole trip. Up here are the feed bags. I just put the water bottles in this time. It seemed to work out pretty well. That's pretty much all I had in there. Maybe just some snacks. I got the rear blinker up front there, even though I never used it, but it's definitely something good to have. And then my shades. And just rolling with a standard Smith helmet. These are the Specialized Recon SPDs. I was wearing a pair of bibs and my classic in-bike jersey that I've been wearing for 3 years. I need to get another one. Mountain bike shorts, knee brace, gloves, and a miniature hat. Always carrying with me the Leatherman. Also had some extra sealant I picked up in Hancock, Maryland. That's Wolf Tooth Lube, the NU20 headlamp, Crank Brothers tool repair kit. That's a bear bag I didn't end up using. My partner was carrying the CO2 pump. I had a hand pump. So anyway, picked up some extra cartridges there. Like I said, at the bike shop in Hancock. 2 pairs of socks, 1 pair I wore, 1 pair I carried with me. Just, other bike tools. That's a set of bacon strips, some floss, bag of coffee, toothpaste. There was a toothbrush in there. I don't know where it went, but this is what I ended up with, everybody. Just your standard bike tools. Got the Tokes 750 milliliter cook pot. The REI towel. I carried it back there the whole time, and it was great. In the rear, the 16-liter spline lock. Right off the bat, pesto pasta with chicken. Alright. That's what's for dinner tonight. And we got the fuel. We got the work light. Let's see here. Yeah, loosen these up a little bit. Okay, we got the rain gear. That's the Enlightened Equipment Visp. Rain pants. That's the Z-Packs rain pants. Yeah, I brought a town shirt. There's my beanie. Essential for my sleep. All wrinkled up. Essential for my sleep. Stove. This is what I ended up sleeping in. Melanzana or something. I don't know. It's out of Leadville. It's super warm. It's great for hiking is what I've used it for. But I brought it on this trip because it's kind of light duty, kind of replacing my sleeping bag with like this. So this is my top part of my sleeping bag. It also has a hood. I'm a big hood fan, so this actually worked out really well, and I was warm enough the whole time. The 2 extra shirts and just some alcohol wipes. I did end up bringing a sleeping pad with me this time. I don't often do that, but I brought this full-length Alps mountaineering. I had great sleep the whole time, and glad I brought it. The Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisperer pants. And that was my bottom part of my sleeping bag, everybody, and it was great. We did have some chilly nights, but nothing too crazy. That's pretty much it for the bike bags. I did wear a backpack with me, this Osprey, pretty much just to hold all of my camera equipment. I feel like I had some limited space here anyway, and with the camera equipment, it was just, I didn't want to fight the gear for the camera equipment when I needed the camera equipment. So it was just easier for me to bring a backpack, and that's just all the camera equipment in there. I don't have to think about where it is or where I stashed it. It's just all right there. Since I had it, there is some extra storage in there. Out here, I carried just a light duty hiking baseball hat, and then like the water purification was out here. The Sawyer Squeeze, I bought this one in Harper's Ferry, and really glad it was there. I dropped the ball on that. I kept one of the bladders that came with the filter to accompany the C-Knock 2 liter. It's more of a rubberized plastic, and it's the way to go, everybody. You should go on these. I got my fork out there, spork, or whatever you want to call that. Not 100% sure, but it's hanging in there. And then in here, yeah, it's just camera equipment. Down in there is batteries, and I had, you know, a bunch of extra memory cards with me. I did take this new drone with me, the Hover Air. Really awesome drone. A couple maps of the C&O, the Great Allegheny Passage. Got the Anchor Power. Got the Insta 360. Yeah, just some extra cords and, you know, little tripod things, just some extra camera equipment. And then in here, I didn't have a bladder, but I did bring these old Merrill camp shoes, which are pretty much at the end of their life, but since they were so light duty, I brought them with me. Really glad I had them, actually. Extra stuff sack in there as well. This was for the tent, just in case it started raining, or, you know, I use a bag or whatever. Pretty much it, everyone. That's the gear I took with me on the C&O Canal. It's the gear I took. And that's about it, everyone. That's the gear I took with me on the C&O Canal Path and the Great Allegheny Passage. That was a fantastic trip. I will absolutely do that again. We did it in 8 days, took our time. We did some 50s, we did some 40s. Our biggest day was a 58, and that was into Cumberland and then all the way to Myersdale on the Great Allegheny Passage, where we camped for $20 at the Maple Festival campground there in town. We took our time, we stopped at everything. We spent a lot of time in Ohiopyle State Park. We did exactly what we wanted to do and stopped when we wanted, and it was just a really great time. I would love to sneak another one in this year if I could. Running out of time here. Fall is on top of us. I'd love to get back out there and do the Gap. You know, to do them both again would just be great. Anyway, that's what I took with me, everybody. No sleeping bag because it's summer, and, you know, I'm always trying to shave weight where I can. Although I did actually come home with 4 extra t-shirts. 2 that I carried with me, but I did end up with 2 extra on the back of the bike by the time I hit Pittsburgh. But that's it, everybody. Thanks for following along. Thanks for staying tuned. We'll catch you on the road.